They're always looking ahead. They're never looking backwards, and they're looking how they can be more efficient all the time. And they're very progressive.
My name's Keith Gray. We have a dairy farm located just a half mile from the Canadian border off Interstate 91. We farm roughly 2,500 acres of land here in this area. I think currently we're around 2,500 head, milking around 1,100, and we're just in an expansion mode. We're putting up another 400 cow freestall barn as we speak. We got 2 more families involved in the business. My son-in-law, and he has 2 kids, and then I have a son that's going to the University of New Hampshire, and he's coming home to farm, and so it makes a pretty good team. We have a small trucking company, so we travel mostly on the East Coast, and we also truck our own milk into the Fluid Mark in Boston. So we make a daily trip in there every day, and it just kind of seems to go and check with the farm. I think it helps us out.
Keith loves trucks. That's kind of one of his things that he likes to do, and it fit hand in hand hauling the commodities to help supplement his own farm and help supplement the income of the dairy. Hauling his own milk has worked out well for him too. We
run a lot of skid steers on. I think we have 7 New Holland skid steers, I believe, and they've been just really good for us. We currently have, I think, 4 or 5 Genesis tractors running here today, some of them in excess of 20,000 hours. And it's just, they've never let us down. It's just been a wonderful tractor for us. This FR just made some astronomical changes, and we were just really happy with the length of cut and the throughput of this machine, and so we decided to stay with that. So we traded a fairly new machine in, but we just updated it a little bit, and you know, we've just enjoyed working with the New Holland stuff. The nutritionists are just so ecstatic about what's happening now with this new machine. We're making more milk because of it. It's just a good deal. We run long hours here, and so we need service at odd times, and it don't seem to matter when we call. There's somebody out here. I don't care if it's a night, on the weekend, or on a Sunday, and it could be the owner himself, or it could be one of the employees, but somebody's going to be here to make sure that we're up and running.
He works with our service staff quite a bit as far as the maintenance on their equipment and minimize our downtime. So I think we do a good job with that with Keith. When we started out, my father was running the dealership, and he was selling equipment to Keith. When my father exited, and then Keith kind of moved in to my office to buy the equipment. We work pretty closely together. Keith's father still comes in and gives me a hard time once in a while.
I got grandchildren now, and I got my little grandson, Nicholas, there. I think he could probably run the operation right now. He's already telling the guys what to do and why are you doing that and everything else. He just turned 4, so we've got a lot of interest in the farm, and so, you know, we're all about family here. That's the game. Don't ever plan to sell. That's the way it seems to work down the generations. You know, my father to me and his father to him, and you know, we'd like to keep that going. It's kind of a proud tradition. I'm Keith Gray with Gray Dairy, and I'm New Holland Smart.